When an employee is injured at work, the primary goal of workers' compensation stakeholders is return that employee to work. Return that injured employee to work. Hello, my name is Michael Stack, and I'm the CEO of AMAX. And today I want to talk about overcoming hurdles that prevent that from happening. One of those hurdles is when the doctor refuses to release that injured worker to work. So the doctor refuses to release that injured worker to work. What do you do? What do you do? You want to put them back in a transitional duty type job. You have a job potentially ready for them, but the doctor seems to be holding that injured worker hostage. So what do you do? And the solution is relatively simple, or can be relatively simple, if you have the right system in place and you have the right team in place. What you do there in that situation is you leverage your medical advisor. So you leverage your medical advisor, and they have a peer-to-peer conversation. And they have a peer-to-peer conversation. And so Dr. Smith calls Dr. Jones and says, "Okay, Dr. Jones, I understand that at the Acme company here, Tom Smith, he wants to go back to work. The employer wants to go back to work, but there's some challenges there. Can you tell me a little bit more about that so that I can understand?" And then Dr. Smith can say, "Well, did you consider this, et cetera, et cetera?" They have this peer conversation, and more times than not, that individual is released. That individual is released to work. This peer-to-peer conversation, this medical advisor, is a hugely valuable part of your team to address these medical scenarios that are beyond your expertise, beyond the expertise of an adjuster, beyond the expertise sometimes even of a case manager. You need to have that peer-to-peer conversation, physician to physician, in order to drive these improved outcomes, in order to change this behavior. Having a medical advisor on your team is a valuable piece. So how do you do that? Talk to your claims organization, talk to your TPA, talk to your carrier, find out what resources are available. There's a ton of independent companies that can also provide the service if your carrier or TPA is not willing to, or is not able to, or doesn't have the resources, or whatever. You can have this on a part-time basis, a medical advisor come in oftentimes for a relatively reasonable fee and make a big difference and a big impact on that claim. Again, my name is Michael Stack, and I'm the CEO of AMAX. And remember, your work today in workers' compensation can have a dramatic impact on your company's bottom line, but it will have a dramatic impact on somebody's life. So be great.